Hello guys, how are you today? This is a iPad mini 1 that we needs a battery repair. So I've done other videos where I've probably done iPads taking the screen off and the LCD. So, but we never really done one where if we do a battery repair. So it's kind of like it's the same thing. You obviously heat up the glass, take the glass off. You take the open up the LCD. You gotta be careful. You pry up the LCD on the sides or some sticky tape, and then you open it up. You know, make sure you disconnect the power supply first. Then you take off a couple bolts. Anyway, so you're at this point right here. As we can see, the customer was saying that. One second. Yes, and so they said that it wasn't charging, and so we connected the charger and basically, you know, left it on charging for like a whole day and kept at the bar. So then we decided to open it, and this is where we're at. We see that this battery, you see this like little explosion thing right here. So that's basically what it needs to be repaired. So then we purchased the battery, ordered the battery, and you see it. Make sure it's nice and flat because we had ordered another battery. Oops, from a company, and when they sent it to us, you already could feel that it was bloated. If you see this, you definitely don't want it to look like this because this kind of almost looks like that. This is completely flat, and that's how the battery should be, nice and flat. Okay, so that's that issue. We'll talk about that later. So we got the new battery. So there's a little trick to this. You got to be real careful. You want to kind of heat this up, and sometimes what I would like to use is some alcohol with the Sesmo and try to pry it underneath there, because you're gonna see that this battery is like super glued down. It's actually these strips here, so if you can get some of this alcohol inside here to try to loosen up those edges. And it's also a good idea to heat it up from the back side here. I usually like to use like about 180 degrees, but just be careful not to touch like this motherboard side. So you can get one side kind of up so you can get your Sesmo. And you can kind of lift a little bit. And you got to be careful with these batteries too, because you puncture them, thing could explode or catch on fire. So you want to get your alcohol in there. And you see it start to loosen up a bit. And the alcohol will dissolve the adhesive. And it should only just be the adhesive on the side, so use a little bit of heat. And there you go. So it's to lift up a little bit. And just be careful, but there's really nothing underneath here, at least on this model. So now we're going to start to get that other end through this way. And just as it gets in there, you'll start to pry it up a little bit. It'll become a lot easier to open. Careful. Okay. And you can just easily pry that up. Okay, there we go. See? There we go. I was using that alcohol to loosen that up. So now we're done with that. And now you want to make sure this thing's going to work before you seal everything up. So we're going to put this battery on. I'm not going to connect it just yet because I want to put on the LCD and everything. Give us 1 second. Okay, so we have the LCD. We want to actually digitize it first. So we're going to reconnect this. I want to line that up. Make sure always the battery's disconnected. Okay, so we connect that there. There's my alcohol bottle here. I'll try to hold that up. Then we can go ahead and make sure that's nice and click down. Let's go ahead and connect our LCD. Oops. It's clicked in. Let's click in our battery. And let's see if there's any juice on this battery. That's the power button. Hopefully we have some juice. And guess what? No juice. So give me 1 second. Okay, so we did plug it in and it is showing that it's charging, but we want to double check because we want to make sure this thing comes on. Sometimes they send these batteries completely drained out. So we'll give it some time and we'll check it out, make sure it powers on. And that's how basically you will change the battery of an iPad mini 1 and 2, and pretty much 3 is the same thing. 1, 2, and 3 is pretty much the same. Just the iPad mini 4, you got to be really careful because you got to lift the LCD and it's all kind of connected, and that could be a little difficult. All right, guys, we'll wait a few minutes and we'll see if this thing powers on. All right, guys, so for the sake of video, this thing, that's basically how you change your battery. This thing may take a long time to charge up, so I'm going to let it sit. But all right, guys, thank you so much. Subscribe and share and like. Have a great day.